And some people have a misnomer of herniations is worse than bulging. If you could just kind of talk to us through that a little bit.
Yeah, there's a lot of confusion. In rear-ending injuries, the basic mechanism is what we call a flexion-extension injury, where the initial motion of the patient is forward with a backlash, where there is a two very common injuries, one to the ligaments that support the neck and to the discs that are separate the vertebrae in the neck. And in those, we see what is commonly seen as disc or heard as disc herniations, but the level, the severity of that herniation is what prompts the severity of the symptoms. So radiologists, they read a disc herniation in different ways, which can be confusing. In general, a bulge is a step prior to a herniation, so it's a very small herniation that is typically not causing symptoms, but that is not always true. Many times a disc bulge can cause symptoms of neck pain and sometimes of pinched nerves in the neck that cause pain down the arms or into the head. A herniation can be divided into either a protrusion or an extrusion, which...
No, yeah. Doctor, to continue on that, of course, but whenever, what exactly, and definitely go into the protrusion and extrusion and things like that, but what exactly, for everybody out there that doesn't know what herniation even is that the disc that comes out of place, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let me show you this, because I like to
yeah,
show
that would
it.
be great.
I don't know if I can show the camera, but in the spine, there is the vertebrae. This is what you touch in the back. Whenever you touch the back of your neck, you touch this part of the spine. The bones in between are separated by a structure that is mostly a gel designed for cushioning between the bones. And they're supposed to be fairly aligned with the edges of the bone.
Sure.
A herniated disc is when that gel comes out of place, typically backwards where the nerves are coming out of.
Hence, creating pain going down your arms or something like that, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And so that's what a herniated disc is. What exactly is a bulge then? It's just a
a bulge is typically a smaller herniation.
Okay.
And then when a herniation is a protrusion versus an extrusion, what that typically means is a disc can herniate moving completely out, or it can break. There can be a tear in the fibers of the disc, and that gel comes out almost free-flowing into where the spine and the nerves are. And an extrusion is typically considered the most severe form of a disc herniation.
And logically, I would imagine if the gel or the liquid is coming out, it would cause pain. But why does it cause pain? Is it because, well, is it because it's hitting the nerve roots, or what is it?
Two main reasons.
Okay.
One, the mechanical aspect of the disc pinching against the nerve, so it's just pushing against it.
Okay, sure.
It's making his nice and big hole very small. And the other one is that a herniated disc is very inflammatory. It's very warm and red. It's angry.
Okay,
and
sure.
Everything it touches, it causes it to be red and angry as well. So when the disc barely touches the nerve, it can also cause the nerve to be very irritated and cause pain. That's why even small herniations that do not appear to be impinging mechanically on a nerve can still cause a lot of pain.